This is how I took my skin from this to this. A few months ago, my skin was so bad because I've been traveling nonstop, so I ran out of my regular skincare products. I was eating terrible. The radiator was drying up my face. Everything was stacked against me. My skin had a lot of textures, which I absolutely hate because I can't tolerate a little bump. If I see a little bump, I have to pick it. So my face was completely destroyed, full of scars, full of bumps, dry. So these are everything I used to fix that. There's a lot of products, but bear with me because this is the only way to do it without destroying your skin barrier. I'm going to go over everything and then I'll explain how to use them. The first one, of course, is my SkinCeutical Vitamin C. I cannot live without this because every time I run out and I'm like, oh, it's so expensive, let me just wait, I notice a difference immediately. So I ran out of this on my trip and I didn't use it for 3-4 months and my skin immediately started like going downhill. So every time I run out and I stop using it, I see a difference right away. I know it's expensive, but it's worth it. Trust me, this is absolutely worth it. I have tried other vitamin C, none of them works. This is the only one that I actually see results and see the difference when I stop using it. Anua niacinamide, this one, it is so good. Look at, I'm almost done with this. So this one, usually like the blemishes that I have, it helps with the redness, especially after picking them. I use this to prevent the little spot becoming worse after I try picking them or reappearing. So this is extremely good. I always notice a difference when I don't apply to the bumps on my chin or on my foreheads, and it helps control the sebum. So this a must if you have texture skin. The S Nature Aqua Squalene Serum. This one, it is super hydrating. Again, when I don't use it, I notice a difference. This is extremely good. Also, I use the moisturizer. I don't know what's the difference between these two because I know this is a serum, this is the moisturizer, but they have listed the same ingredients, each of them, and I have used them separately, like just the moisturizer, just the serum, and both of them are really good on their own, but when they use them together, it's just life-changing. They are so good when they're paired together. So I don't know what's the difference because same ingredients, but again, on their own, amazing, but together, incredible. For cleansers, I use the Anua Heartleaf, this one over here. As you can see, it's almost finished also. And this salicylic acid cleanser. Again, this is, I alternate using them. I use this one sometimes and I use this one sometimes, and I'm going to explain when I use each of them. The La Roche-Posay Eclair Serum. This is really good also to keep all the texture under control. It's like a light peeling serum, daily peeling, which is like a light version. It's not going to be like a retinoid or like a tretinoin. So this one is a lot lighter than the other one. So very good. I also noticed a difference when I started using this. This Centella sunscreen, again, all the Korean sunscreen, I love them. I was using the Ramlat one. I just finished that one and now I'm using this one. Both of them I really like, and this is the one I'm currently using. This is the Korean version. I don't know if you can still find it on TikTok shop, but if I do find it, I'm going to link it down below. So a must. La Roche-Posay Cicaplast, this is a must because this will help you maintain your skin barrier or repair if it gets damaged. If you're doing peelings, tretinoin, retinoid, this is a must. Do not use this as a moisturizer. I see a lot of people use this as a moisturizer. This is not a moisturizer. This goes on top of everything. After you apply everything, you use this. So these are tretinoin. I got this in Mexico. This is the 01 in gel, 0.05 in cream. I didn't mean to buy this in gel. I thought it was a cream, but I'm not a fan of the gel, but it works. It works. So I've been using this, as you can see, and I noticed that doesn't destroy my skin barrier. I have a SkinCeutical, I think it's 0.5 retinoid, and it was a little bit too strong, and every time I use it, it will burn my face. So I decided to go lower, but with tretinoin, and see if that might work better. So this has been working very well. And just a few days ago, I decided to step it up a bit and use the 0.05. I'm starting to use this one, so let's see how that will look in a few weeks or months. So, but these are the best. So they might look like a lot of products, but I don't use everything at the same time. So I use the tretinoin every 2-3 days, and then the next day after I use the tretinoin, I use like my regular skincare. That will be the regular facial cleanser, the regular moisturizer. So these are the products I will use on my recovery day. So it's just basically my vitamin C, I use this every day, and then these two products, which is the niacinamide and then the moisturizer hydrating, and then just a regular cleanser. So that way my skin has a chance to recover and my skin barrier doesn't get destroyed in the process. So on day 2 of recovery, I use the same things that I used on day 1, but instead of using the regular facial soap, I use this one. And at night, I apply the La Roche-Posay F-Claire and the Cicaplast. If it's the first time you start using tretinoin, I recommend that you give yourself more recovery time instead of using the La Roche-Posay. On day 2 of recovery, I will use it on day 3, or not even use it during the first week that you're using the tretinoin. But my pharmacists in Spain, most of them, they advise you a lot. She did say that this will be very good when you alternate between the tretinoin and your recovery day. So this will be when you don't use the tretinoin. Of course, don't use them together. I did use this regularly before, and using it every day kind of did dried out my face. So I started using it every other day, and it worked so well. So now I'm using the tretinoin to alternate the other day and using this, and my skin has been really, really good with the switching up the tretinoin and this one. I feel like my pores are a lot smaller, my skin looks more even and more glowy. So I noticed like a big difference when I started using it. But again, if you start using tretinoin, give yourself at least 2 weeks before you start introducing new products. I've been doing this for a few months, so that's why now I have this stuff together. But if you're just starting, start slowly and then start adding them week by week so you don't overwhelm your skin and destroy your skin barrier. I didn't have a problem because I introduced everything slowly and I kept it as moisturized as possible. So I hope that works for you.